Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast from the home. Welcome back to Table Talk. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing?
I am surviving. We are recording this just at the first week mark of MCO 2.0. I feel like
the cusp.
I feel like it's already been longer, but it's only week 1. Congratulations.
I mean, congratulations. The last podcast got an insane turnout.
it was surprising.
Everyone really feeling the MCO 2 vibes.
I
Is it?
think
Season
so.
2 is back with a vengeance, bigger and better than ever. CBS can't do anything to whatever. Okay, everybody. Today is gonna be quite an interesting one because, for some reason our country always gives us something to talk
Correct.
about.
We don't even
There's
need
always
to think
something
about
going
topics
up
anymore at this point already.
Yeah, it's really back to the whole MCO 2.0 flow because, man, remember the last time we were always like, I don't know what to talk about. We're staying at home all the time, we're so scared we can't continue making content. Man, we were wrong, and MCO 2.0 is just the same thing. But before we go on today, let us introduce the guest of honor.
Oh, yes.
The man with the cave. If you guys are watching the video right now, he has an insane backdrop. I want that backdrop. What's up? Who you? What do you do?
Hi, my name is not Luchas. I am definitely not Luchas. I am half of the Fashion Week podcast. I'm the less famous half, but the more handsome half.
Come on.
Oh, come on, Lucas. What's up? Welcome.
I know it's not here. I can say
Everyone.
anything I want.
I mean, we would love for everyone to be here, but honestly, we don't know how to figure that out spec-wise yet. So it is what it is. Lucas is part of the Fashion Week podcast. We've been on the podcast before. How you guys been doing, man? What's the MCO been for you guys?
Okay, not too bad. I think we've decided to take a little break because we don't want to do our Zoom episodes anymore because, the latency. It's hard to interview someone
It is
and it's like,
definitely, dude.
oh, yeah. The delayed laughter is like, oh, terrible, man.
Yeah, we tried it before. It doesn't work.
I mean, this setup is pretty cool. Maybe we might steal some ideas
go
from
for
you.
it.
But
please go for it.
for now, we're taking a break. Probably look to come back after Chinese New Year. Hopefully, if this whole MCO thing
So,
finishes.
I mean, you guys, you can always come and be the guest host with us nowadays. I mean, since this is kind of the setup, right? So, yeah. I mean, what were you saying? You going to say
it's
something?
okay, I forgot already.
Oh my good lord. Okay, so 1 week in, you would think that we figured this out. No, Malaysia is still on the road to 4K MMR. The cases, it's like, what's the deal, guys? I'm gonna rant about this. It's not out yet. Maybe by the time this is out, it will be out. People are just going out a lot, right? Like, I thought for the MCO 2.0, you'd be a bit more, wary and singmok. Are people around your place like jogging and exercising in the open?
So the good thing about my place is that anybody who's jogging is like one person.
Okay.
But I have seen pictures of like people who are like cyclists going out in full groups with like support car. I heard rumors that there's support car. I'm like,
man,
guys,
Support car. Come on,
This is-
bro. This is what?
you know
Tour
what?
the COVID, bro. What the heck, man?
I cannot.
come on, guys.
Speaking of bicycles, that's actually not what our topic is about today. All right, guys. Let's just get right into it because there's so much that has happened literally within the span of the last few days. Have you all heard the hashtag sibodohkaudengarsini?
Yes.
I wish that was my hashtag
Yeah.
for anything in life.
All right. Long story short, with the MCO 2 coming into full effect, the government has decided to do those curfews, right? And one of the curfews that to me just don't make sense is the one about the F&B outlets and all, right, having the cut-off time at around 8 o'clock, like 7 o'clock. You got to put your last order in.
Right
At
in the
8
middle of
PM.
dinner time.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, we'll get to that in a bit. But what happened was this hashtag blew up online. Okay, this hashtag called sibodohkaudengarsini. Okay, because around this whole conversation, conversation is a very nice way to put it. There was an argument basically sparked up on Twitter, and it's because people are just not able to order the food in time for dinner. Have you guys got that before? I'm gonna just say, how many times have your dinner orders been
So
cancelled?
far in the past week, 3 times.
Yeah.
So far, never, because if I want to order, I order at 5:30.
Oh, you're
dude.
super smart.
And
Right,
just leave it
right.
there and
Right.
like heat it up later.
super
Because I
Right.
know it's not gonna fulfill. If I order at 7, it won't
Correct,
come.
correct.
Yeah, no.
Which is
the closer the
which
6.
is actually
yeah.
the main gist of the conversation, right? So basically, someone a Twitter user replied another one saying that you should just order earlier, like like Lucas very cleverly does. You should just order
Yeah.
earlier, and then after that, or just order before 8 o'clock lah. But then the reason why
Yeah.
the sibodohkaudengarsini came up is because at around 6 to 7, orders are already peaking. And yesterday, I was just speaking to somebody
Yeah.
from one of the food delivery groups, right? And they were saying that they've never seen a surge like this before. And it's not just the system that has
Yeah.
problems, it's the restaurants and also the riders that have a struggle
Yeah.
or at least have problems trying to fulfill all the deliveries and orders coming in. So that's honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, okay. I mean, when you think about it again from the side of the government, them wanting to curb and curfew the delivery time so that people are just at home, I understand. But if you also looking at bigger things at play, like the freaking economy, like why of
Right,
all things
right.
would you do that? And then you see our good friend going for a meet and greet out and about yesterday. I'm just like, what's happening here, man? Double standards, bro.
Yeah, I mean, literally what you said, Lucas. You order the food at 4,
Yeah, or 5
right?
or whatever.
But that's also given the
So
fact that
inconvenient.
you work from home, right?
Exactly. It's not like everybody has the chance to work from home or the fortune
Exactly.
to be able to work from home. Some people
Yeah.
come back late from work and then it's like, you know what? No Grab food. Guess I'm eating bread again.
Yeah, I mean, it's there was the whole, literally your point was the debate, right? The debate was, order la earlier and just heat it up, right? And some of these people were just replying back. So the sibodohkaudengarsini came from the fact that not everyone has the luxury to order at
Yep.
4 o'clock,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
it's true.
Yep, that's right.
Because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, right? I mean, I go and pick up the parcels, and stuff. There's this whole collection area, right?
Yep.
Some people order their dinner at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, if they
And then
like, they
it's
like.
left, it's fine, but they leave it at the guardhouse.
Oh yeah, that's just nasty, dude. That becomes a cesspool of bacteria and COVID.
I saw an Ali Mutu and Ahok bag like for 5 hours yesterday
shit.
at my apartment. I'm like, your nasi lemak is basi
he really
already,
wants
bro.
nasi lemak to soak in the goodness, and I love that.
man.
But before we
my
continue
God.
talking about that, just want to do a quick shout out and welcome also to the rest of West Malaysia, to the MCO. Congratulations. Initially, it was just a couple of us states, right? But now we felt like there was an inclusion problem, so we wanted to really reach
Yeah.
out,
Malaysia.
and
You gotta be fair,
the
right?
only one who's not invited to the group chat is actually Sarawak. We are looking to probably make that happen in the next few weeks as well.
Except,
Oh, no.
I tell you, the one city in Sarawak which is under MCO is my
correct.
city, Cebu,
Which
Sarawak.
is
Thank you.
ridiculous because you look at it, right? Sarawak is the biggest state in Malaysia.
Yeah.
They should be the first ones down, but obviously not. So, oh well.
But if you think about it, actually it makes sense, because Pahang as well, right? Apparently, the bigger your state, the more spread out your people
true.
are, the
Yeah,
harder it
yeah,
is to
yeah.
catch the COVID.
True.
So if you think about it, right, New Zealand is the first country in the whole world to be declared COVID free.
Oh, man.
right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
insane, right? Okay, we are going way off topic, but hey, welcome to the party west of Malaysia, the rest of the West.
Coming back to
Y'all wait.
Sibodohkaudengarsini, right? I mean, the whole
Okay, so-
shenanigans right now. People are using that hashtag to kind of talk about different things. Even one of our MPs, right, Syed Saddiq, he was talking about the hashtag as well, and he made a plea, right, to be like, hey guys, let's extend hours for both the riders and the restaurants to have
Yeah.
people order food in.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What?
Yep.
Okay, let's just be honest with this. Okay, the SOPs since the first MCO. I don't know about you guys, right?
Yep.
But whoever is coming up with these SOPs really doesn't think it through. I just
high.
feel
I agree.
that's it. Like what is the main difference if you're already telling people you can't go out to eat together, right? But you cut off F&B time at 8 o'clock. Especially with number one, your economy on it's a downtrend, and number two, there's a sudden influx of so many things.
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell people you cannot eat after 7:30 in the outlet, but let the
Correct.
kitchens continue running? What is
Yep.
what's the I don't know. What do you guys think about it? What's the thought process behind 8 p.m. go home?
I'm cool with not being able to eat in. I'm
Right.
cool with that. But I'm not cool with the hours being so short. You know,
Yeah, correct.
like we were talking about. Not
Right now, it's 11 to 8, It's 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Dude, there's like, you're eliminating so many customers and people who want to order, right? So, I mean, that one goes without saying, it doesn't actually help anyone. And even, the people themselves also, everyone's struggling. So, I think something like that just really needs to be looked at. It's already 1 week in. Let's just quickly change that up, guys, all right? Oh my goodness.
I'd like to know like what's the thought process behind that rule actually. You know, is it to protect the riders?
Okay, I'm going to play the devil's advocate. I'm the government. This is the press conference. Thank you for coming, gentlemen. I am going to open the questions now.
Dato Sri
Yes.
Ming, not you, the other
Yeah.
Ming. Can we know,
Yes.
is the virus more active at night?
After
So
8 PM.
then you have to close the restaurant.
So yes,
Sebenarnya
macam itu Cheng Beng tau.
based on our understanding of the virus, I think we are looking at a possibility kalau the virus nak jadi lebih aktif pada waktu malam.
This is getting a bit racist.
Sorry. Yeah. I actually don't know because I mean, if you look at it, right, the restaurant people are already in the restaurant from the morning till night, right? Then okay, maybe if the riders are coming in, we are supposedly, and I mean, I would like to believe that the citizens and all the parties involved are sticking to the SOPs, so they also are minimizing contact. What actually is, I mean, you want to see something that isn't doing SOP? You saw it or not that they were giving out free chickens at Putrajaya, Cyberjaya. Dude, there's a freaking crowd. Then there was zero SOPs for that shit, dude. People were lining up like it was like the newest Yeezys at a G-Dragon concert. Like, what the chicken shit was that, dude?
Dude, like, don't even say that. Like, even public transport, I think I saw a few pictures. Like it's jam packed. Trains are jam packed. I'm like, huh?
And people are still doing those, like, the some of the politicians are still doing their rounds and visits.
Stop
to,
rounding.
To like inspire and motivate inspire and motivate people, So like, I think I understand the curbing, right? I understand the general curbing.
Intention,
Yeah, it doesn't, you don't like take, okay guys, he made a really good rule, let's just apply it to everyone right now. Like, people need, number one, I guess, the necessities when it comes to food and livelihood, right? I don't see a point cutting off a restaurant at 8 o'clock and just backlogging everyone. You are literally putting stress on the whole food and beverage industry because they got to cater to insane volumes with less time.
Correct.
Like, how does it help your industry at this point, right?
Yeah, I think there's a case earlier, right, with My Burger Lab.
Yeah, that's exact. Yeah, we are going to dive right into that because my Burger Lab at the home. Okay, just for everyone, right? They're not paying us to do this. Okay, this is not a paid propaganda. No. We need to highlight this because number one, it was a very awful incident, and number two, it has everything to do with what we're talking about today. The SOPs, the cutoff points. Like, what are we going to make sense of this? So if you guys are paying attention to Facebook, Burger Lab is always very transparent with everything they're going through, right?
Yep.
And I think it's one of the reasons why their social media game is probably the top tier in Malaysia when it comes to F&B, right? What happened was a lot of people, like an insane amount of people, and here is where I feel like customers are very unforgiving, right? Especially when it comes to F&B stuff. An insane amount of people had their orders cancelled and not fulfilled, okay? And these are the same people who have been ordering since like 6 p.m., right? And just imagine at 8 o'clock, you get told that your order is not fulfilled, or like 7 something, you that kind of ordering problems, right? But what they don't realize was, this was nothing on MBL's side, okay? And MBL didn't want to blame anyone. A lot of food deliveries, because of the influx of the orders, right? What happened was the system jammed and all the orders came in at once around 7 something. Right? So they literally got the edge of, like, the blunt of the mob anger, right? And what do? They have to still fulfill the amount of as many orders as they can until the police showed up at their F&B. To like, hey, okay guys, this is it. So like, I mean, this is the clearest example, right, of like an SOP that doesn't do any industry any good.
Yep.
Especially with, I don't know. I mean, I wish someone from the SOP making committee looks into this. But what do you guys think about the fact that, okay, number one, from the customer's point of view, is this something you would be angry about?
Yeah, I mean, as a customer, I would be angry if my thing was not fulfilled. Especially if, let's say, I ordered early. Like, I ordered early.
Right.
I ordered at 7. Oh, no, that's not early lah. That's why I think Grab is introducing last orders at 7. The cutoff is at 7. Like,
So they're getting wise, right? And they're putting warnings up and everything.
about damn time. But Malaysians as a whole, in general, right? Malaysians, we are very last minute in things, and we like to eat late. You know, not everyone has Chinese dinner time at 5 o'clock, right? So
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit ridiculous also because I mean if you look at the preparation period, right? There's food prep. Okay, your order comes in, it doesn't get made immediately. There's other orders before it, right? And then there's also the rider making their way to the restaurant, picking up from the restaurant, and then making their way to you. So when you factor in all of that, right, the dinner window for a lot of people, dinner starts only about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock onwards.
Yep.
You're reducing that window to like for an hour, 45 minutes, or even less, you know. And I think that's really something that is easier said than done when it came to just throwing out a blanket number. And I mean, it's quite evidently seen even in the past year. If you look at the way that our government or at least certain politicians have been handling the COVID situation, right? It's always been an afterthought. You can tell that there's never been a let's sit down, let's look at the real life situation. Right, and that's why you see stuff like the stupid decisions of like closing down one sector, opening up another one here and there, giving leeway to these things, letting interstate travel open up. And I'm like, why are you doing this when another area needs more sort of like attention, right? And one very, very clear example of this is the particular minister who said, let's have students go back to school. And immediately after that, there was a cluster and then so many students were tested positive. And I'm like, why was that a priority? Like, what was the rationale behind that, you know?
This is MCO Sukahati, man. I tell you.
Really, it is.
I mean, I feel that I don't know. I just back to the MBL case, right? I mean, I think if we as a community are smart enough to criticize the ideals of the SOP, right, and understand the fact that these guys aren't. I think they're just making up stuff as they go along at some point. Or like, okay lah, I give them less credit for that. I'm pretty sure they're trying to figure out the SOPs, but as a community and as a people, if we understand the SOPs are not perfect, right?
Yep.
And if I was a regular a customer of MBL, right, you'd think there'd be a little bit more understanding, right, for this kind of thing. But I don't know. I feel that this is like an insane example of how bad SOPs literally kill everything or make things worse rather than help anything
I would say
to
so.
begin with, right? Because like this could have been avoided. Like if they didn't cut off the 8 p.m. time. Seriously, What is the worst that can happen? Okay, let's just try and run through some of the scenarios. Okay, 8 p.m. cutoff time, 9 p.m. cutoff time. What's the difference?
There's no difference. Like for me, it's the most ridiculous thing. There is zero difference. If you tell me like, I'll open up restaurants. Yes, there might be clusters here and there. People like coughing all over shit. But you know what? No, there is no difference. The kitchen has still the same people. The riders are still going to be the same people. You know, it's
still the same people. It's controlled. The riders are already on the road. The people in the kitchens stay in the kitchens, and the people at home stay at home.
Correct. Yeah.
So if you really wanted to help the industry, you could just do 12 a.m. as well. Kitchens closed, right? Yeah. Because there's so many riders now, all squeezed into the same amount of time. And I think I'm not even going to go. Okay, the whole principle behind sibodohkaudengarsini, right? Is it's not really about the fact that buy your own food and cook it at home. Okay. It's not about that. It's the fact that these people are under insane SOPs, insane guidelines, and trying to fulfill an insane volume.
Yeah,
right?
man.
shout out to the Burger Lab people or any F&B restaurants who are struggling with this. It's a crazy time we live in, and just guys, if you're listening in and I don't know, I find myself more regularly than not. I'm not angry at any of the Grab or like the food delivery people, right? Because they are going through an unprecedented situation
I hate that word.
of the food delivery world. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Speaking about unprecedented, sorry, yes.
No, go ahead, please.
Sorry. No. But this is going to be the wrap up. Like you gotta let me know what you think right now. Right, unprecedented time.
I think it is unprecedented. As much as I hate that word, but like all the riders, they're all suffering, dude. Like, and if I could say something on this soapbox of your channel, guys, if you're ordering Grab, tip your riders.
Yeah,
honestly, tip
if
the
you can.
shit out of your riders. For me, I don't care how much I order now. My tip is 10 ringgit. Like I can afford it, but it makes someone's day. So please tip
for real.
your riders.
Yeah. They are kind of like the pseudo frontline of Malaysia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Like,
they feed me.
They are probably like just trying to eat whatever they can, and then they're delivering your Italian food to you during a pandemic, right? I mean, if you guys, food delivery in this time is a privilege.
Dude, like, did you see, there's one article on Vice, I think. They were saying like, these are the food delivery guys who deliver your food and this is what they eat. If you read that, right, you're like, man, they need to get paid more, or like you need to tip them or something, like because they are eating like, just rice and one sardine. And I'm like, dude, man, that hurts lah. Like everyone should be able to enjoy like food. Don't need to say like Italian food or like omakase, Japanese food, but like at least something that's filling, and not like have to rush like a quick dinner because they're trying to like make enough money. If they don't do it like 50 deliveries, they're not going to earn a lot of money. So they need to be really, really not compensated, like recognized as like heroes, dude.
We gotta acknowledge and respect lah. Thank you so much, and be nice to them lah. I mean, it's not that it's not like they want to be late or slow. They're trying their hardest, guys. Let's be nice to everyone, especially during times like this.
Yeah.
That being said, though, there's actually been a viral post going around on the interwebs, right?
I mean, okay,
Mian, why don't you talk about it?
Just a disclaimer, right? We just talked about how everything's going to be. We thought we'd end with this because I think this is a pretty interesting thing that was fun. I actually went through the post. I did the numbers. I don't know if you guys saw this, right? There has been a viral post going on, I think on Facebook and Twitter. There's a few places that this is going about. Apparently, I use alleged because a lot of people fake this kind of things online, right? An alleged Food Panda rider showed his income for 2 months. All right. And it racked up to an insane amount of 18,000. Was it 18,000?
18,000 and 4 ringgit.
18,000.
Yeah, balls.
80. Okay.
I need to get on this shit, man.
Okay, just to say, right, because this doesn't help our view at all. Like, hey, you have to be nice to people. Okay, first of all, 18,000 is not a small amount. Just saying, for 2 months. That means if you look at the screenshot, he's put the tracker from the 1st of November to the end of December, right? So that's 2 months of work. So he's averaging in 1,003 orders per month. And 1,003. Oh, good lord.
That's a lot of bloody orders.
That's a lot. Okay, there's so many questions around this, but honestly, I don't know why someone would fake a data like this. So be it. But if you look at a number of hours. So the first thing I went through was, if you guys have seen the screenshot, this guy has put in 725 hours in 2 months. That means if I gave him 1 day off and I just counted 30 days per month, right? He's working an average of 12 hours per day.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
That's 12. How many hours do we work a day? Lucas, how many hours do you work a day?
Me?
on a good day?
On a good day, average, like let's just say if freelance, maybe 4 hours, 3-4 hours a day. If full-time job, maybe 8 hours a day.
Right. And this guy is clocking, like you see, right? He's just shown all his digits. One day he earns 400, one day he earns as low as 100.
Then again, this is like Christmas period. So like you see 31st and the 25th. Like those
Yeah.
are like the high amount. So let's just say an average is like 200 to 300 lah. But this
Yeah,
guy is
but
really
he's smart.
hardworking.
Yeah, I think
correct.
he's smart. Because Christmas season,
Yeah.
you got to go out. So
And
let's
he's
just
probably
put it
doing
to-
multiple deliveries at once. So smart
Food
guy.
Panda, Grab.
No, but
Can you
whatever it
imagine?
is, right, guys, we can assume what we want to say, during like holiday period or what. But I mean, it goes without saying that this guy has been working hard, lah. I mean, if
Oh, yeah.
if it's true,
Yeah.
again, we are still waiting for some sort of verification for this, right?
No,
But I
screw
feel like
that.
the reason
Screw that. if it's not true, if it's true, right? This guy is hustling lah.
this
okay.
guy's hustling, man. It's made us even like.
Yeah.
Ask ourselves, just now Lucas and I were like, should we start doing like food
I think I need
deliveries?
to
ah?
lah. You got my single right?
Guy, I'm ready already, bro. I'm ready to go already. Seriously, like honestly, I think a lot of things that we take for granted, for example, like the whole food delivery shenanigans, right? It's
Yeah.
really something that we take for granted a lot
Yeah.
because to us it's just like
Yeah.
just press button, then the food should come, right? Correct or
Yeah.
not?
Correct.
Yeah.
And there is
Correct.
so much effort and there's so many people in the process that
Yep.
sometimes we glaze over that, right? So
Yep.
I think as Malaysians, as we look at MCO being extended and the rest of this year, maybe one thing that we could do, like Lucas has mentioned, so really take the time to appreciate your rider, your delivery guy, whether it's to tip them or, if you have a bottle of water, just give them something,
Yeah, man.
right? Like there's something that you can really
Yeah.
do for someone to make their
Yep.
day better.
Even if
Under the SOP lah.
yeah,
under the SOP, like, you don't go
just
and hug
leave it
them
there.
lah.
They take it. They take
Correct.
it. Don't hand it to them directly.
Correct.
Don't
Even-
do the like, hey,
Even your
Bro,
Lazada
you want mouth
fellas,
to
you know.
mouth, no, bro. No need.
Lazada.
We're not asking for the kind of things, right?
Even your delivery guys like Postman and all these are all
FedEx,
like
Lazada,
good stuff, like you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
MCO
yeah.
come, like, spend more money in Lazada. you know.
Correct. It's true.
Can you-
It's
yeah.
happening. My goodness.
can you imagine what goes through their mind? They are
Yep.
like struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And they are risking their lives every day. Okay, I just want to be honest with you,
Yeah.
right? I feel like it's an even more dangerous thing being a Lazada, FedEx, DHL
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Right, compared to
Yeah.
a food guy, because these things are like flown in from guess where, Mr.
Yep.
Who from China. Okay,
Mr. Who.
So I don't know. Shout out to these guys, man. And anyone who has seen this viral photo,
Yep.
18,000 seems like a lot, but it's nowhere
Yeah.
near any reason to say like, you see, they're doing so well.
Yeah,
right?
they're
You know?
not.
Why do we need? They're not.
Don't
It's
forget,
nine-
don't forget, they have to pay for petrol, bro.
Yeah,
Correct,
I was
correct.
just going to say, can you
Yeah.
imagine how much petrol he spent riding for 12
Yeah.
hours a day?
Yeah.
Okay. Just if he was a motorcycle, if he's doing 12 hours a day, 1,003
Yeah.
orders a month,
Yeah.
he has to refill how many times a day,
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
So
Oh
I
my
don't know whether you've seen this, but some of the Food Panda riders, right, instead of using like motorbike, they've been on the beam scooter.
Oh yes.
Okay, so like I was thinking about it, I was like, that doesn't make sense, you know? Like why? Then I realized if they factor in the cost of a rental for a beam scooter versus like buying a motorbike plus the petrol and all
Oh.
that, it makes more sense, you know? And you know what? They're
Hey.
like still zooming around. I'm like, okay, dude, you're cool. You're officially like super
Smart.
dope.
Yeah,
Smart.
But
correct.
please wear a
Because
helmet.
Yeah, actually, if you zoom, okay lah, there are obviously some ups and downs and
Yeah.
pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
But technically, that's actually a pretty smart idea if you figure how to scale up your transport, because
Yep.
if your beam scooter runs out of juice,
Yep.
you just swap it in for another one at another
Correct.
station.
So you need
And
to
you don't
be
have
like
to-
in an area like Bangsa, I guess.
Yeah,
And
but
only
that's the
serve
thing.
Bangsa. Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't go and do like suddenly you got one delivery in Semantan and then you're on a beam scooter. Happy New Year to you, lah. You know, that
They're
kind
like,
of
oh,
thing, lah.
reject, sorry, find a new rider, please.
So
And that's happened to me
Oh.
multiple times.
Yeah.
We don't laugh about it. But,
Yeah.
but for everyone else who's listening to this, we would love to hear your thoughts about the matter as well. What
Yep.
you guys felt about the current 11 to 8 opening times for deliveries and food businesses as well. And I mean, sometimes you also see weird things like, I think just the other day, one Utama posted up saying that some of their shops are still open for like walk-in and like shopping. I'm like, I don't think that's the point of MCO, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, guys, just stay at home, guys, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But shucks, man, we have a lot of work to do as a country when it comes to just dealing with the whole.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Before we close this time, let's just end this with some of a Lucas recommendation. Lucas,
What?
you are a fashion savvy person.
Some people say lah.
It's okay because today we'll be talking none about it. What are your Netflix show recommendations?
Okay. I just
What
finished.
you been binging?
Y'all
Yo.
gotta get on this nonsense.
Please don't tell me it's Bling Empire.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you.
Greatest greatest show ever.
know
Bling
words,
Empire. All right,
Okay,
is what
for everyone
Singapore
like
social.
me, right?
Singapore Social.
What is
It's
it?
like what
is it
Singapore
actually?
Social wanted to be. Okay, so if you watch Singapore Social, this is a million times better. And it's honestly,
right.
you watch Crazy Rich Asians, the movie, it makes them all seem like like third world country paupers, man. They're all like beggars,
What,
dude.
you
Wait,
serious?
so wait,
Look.
give me a bit of background. Is this like real people?
Real people.
Oh, it's like
real
actors.
people, real lives
Are
in
you
Los
serious?
Angeles, California. Yeah.
So they're not acting. This is like
No, dude.
literally like.
They are real, like
But
real
this
as
is like,
real.
if you like trashy content, then you should watch this.
Dude, there's nothing like not trashy about this. This is the trashiest, most nonsense reality show. And half the time me and producer are watching, we'll be like, did you just see that? Okay, so I'll give you an example.
Okay.
There's no such thing as spoilers, okay? So these
Okay.
people are having a bit of a disagreement. So their friend rents out an entire bowling alley so that they can come and bowl and have fun and talk things out. They rented out a bowling alley. Bro, I'm like,
talk
I
things
want that
out.
kind of money, dude.
That's a bit crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so please watch Bling Empire. It's 8 episodes. You can finish it in a day or two.
Amazing.
Don't think
amazing.
too much about it. It's
Don't think
probably
too
gonna
much
get-
about it.
Yeah,
that's,
it's like
that's the guidelines to
yeah,
watching
just
this.
don't think so much, but just appreciate how rich these people are. This is
Oh my
next level rich. All right, like Crazy Rich Asians. That one is crazy normal Asians. This is the
Yeah. Okay,
true
got it.
Crazy Rich
Oh
Asians,
my
dude.
goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I might give that a
man.
shot and I'll let
No,
you know
no,
how
no,
bad or how
maybe.
good it is.
Put it on
I
your
should.
my list now.
Okay, I need to
Okay,
watch this
got
right
it.
now.
Oh,
And I'm just
boy.
gonna throw out a song recommendation because some of y'all needing some new tunes. Guys, check out. This is not a local artist, but it's someone you should check out anyway. This one's Corey Wong, who is the guitarist for this band called Wolfpack. He's also got his own music stuff going on. I'm a big fan of his stuff because I feel that there's so much technicality and thought that goes into his music. This one's a no lyric sort of song. So if you guys are not very familiar with instrumentals, this is something you just kick back and enjoy. And if you have something, if you can sit down and listen to what's going on, you can really see like some genius ideas that are happening in the music. So this one's called Massive by Corey Wong. Ryan's gonna play it right now.
So it's like lo-fi hip hop beats.
No, bro, it's full on funk instrumental, and
Hi-fi
you gotta check
funk.
that out. Yeah, you gotta
Alright,
check that out. But I think that's all the time we have for today. We don't want to take too much of your time. I guess the MCO podcast at home, we try to keep them a little bit more sort of like short if we can, because we also got other stuff to do, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
But we just want to say thank you so much, Lucas, for joining us on the podcast. This is
You're welcome.
definitely
Yeah.
not the last time you guys are seeing or hearing him, because if we're going to
Yeah.
be stuck at home for a bit more, we'll probably drag a few more people to join us.
Just
to be
call
honest.
me, man.
Hey.
I'm very free. Copywriter for hire, by the way.
I love that.
Sweet. Okay, got it. Let's talk some random stuff out. But thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in.
Yeah.
This has been a table talk for yet another week, guiding you through MCO season 2, bigger and better and back and heavier. Thank you so much, Lucas, for joining us today. For reals.
You're welcome.
Hope you guys
What
been
are
okay.
your
Any parting words?
Yeah. What are your plans for the next week, guys? Let's talk about
Dalgona coffee, maybe.
Dalgona coffee.
Make
Oh
some sourdough, MCO 2.0. We gotta do the MCO 1.0 stuff.
I'm
Cookies.
gonna try cutting my hair today. Like
You
I've
cutting your own
decided.
hair?
Boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
man.
gonna kind of like do a quick trim
You gotta
and see
fade
how
up.
that turns out.
Yeah, all right.
Are you sure about that, Miyu? Are you really
I'm
sure?
so bored. I need to
Guys,
do
press
something.
F in
so-
chat.
Press comment and follow me to see what the results are like. But if you guys want some more Takeaway Table podcast, check us out on Spotify and YouTube. We have lots of content for you guys. Check us out
Yep.
also on Instagram on the main thing, because we've got a couple of videos that are out and about. If you would like to listen to more of Lucas and his partner in crime, Arnold, check out the Fashion Week podcast on Spotify and YouTube, as well as other podcast services as
Hell
well.
yeah.
Lucas, any last words for your fans and friends?
Tip your riders. Stay
Yes,
safe.
tip your riders.
Stay positive while being negative. I don't know.
Ooh, I
Yes.
like that one.
I copied it somewhere on the
Yes.
internet, so I'm not
okay,
smart.
okay.
I'm not that smart, okay? But copywriter for hire, by the way.
Okay.
Thanks, Lucas, for your time.
I love
and
you.
thanks, everyone, for listening. Please,
Thanks, guys.
guys, stay safe. Be gracious to people. Stay clean. Don't spread fake news.
Don't be a bastard.
idiots. Oh, there we go. That's the wrap up for today. We'll see you guys next time. Please tag us if you're listening, and see you next week.
Bye.